Hey, eatahfood family, it is your girl Chrisal. I am taking some time out from the hustle and bustle and life to be one with nature. Right now, I am sitting down under the Jicana cabin at La Vega Estate. Now, La Vega Estate is located in Gran Couva. If you've never been to Gran Couva before, it is very hilly. So, lots of winding roads, a little narrow, but still very picturesque and peaceful because on either side of the road, you're going to be seeing lots of different trees and plants. So La Vega Estate is 200 plus acres of what I would call a tropical paradise. And here with me, I have Mr. Bert Manhin, who is the owner and founder and the visionary. His love for plants and just love for nature is what have us here today at the La Vega Estate. Now, there's so many things that you could do here, right? You could boat, you could fish, you could come have your barbecue at the little huts. I mean, you could do everything, And today, we have a cornucopia of fruits because one of the things that La Vega Estate is known for is for all of the exotic fruits. And Mr. Manhin, you are here this morning to help me identify and also taste some of these.
Sure.
Some of them I know, some of them I don't know. So Mr. Manhin, thank you very much for having us. Thank you very, very much. Tell us a little bit about yourself, how you started La Vega Estate, what was your vision behind it, how long it has been around, and then we'll get into these amazing fruits here.
Well, it started a little before I bought here. In 1978, I had purchased a little estate, 16 acres, on the Blanchisseuse Road in Arima. And we started doing little odd things there. It was very hilly. I planted a little bit of anthuriums and whatnot. But by 1983, I found it was getting very far because of the traffic. Would you believe? Then in 1983, I found the traffic too bad.
Oh, well, what you think about it now? It's terrible.
So I started looking for somewhere else. And actually, I bought another little piece. When I intended to move from Ariba, I bought another small piece, not too far from here, another 16 acres. And then right after that, my friend, Mr. Arnold Chateau, who was a solicitor, told me about this La Vega Estate that was for sale.
Okay.
It was owned by his friend. And, well, he wanted me to come and have a look at it.
Okay.
And he probably insisted over many times, that's why he told me to come and look at it. So eventually I came. And, well, of course, when you go to La Vega, how could you not like it?
I mean, really. I mean, a little hotter because the sun has been sunning these days, but the vegetation is just lush. Listen, the air is crisp. The air better dog here. Go ahead, Mr. Manhin.
So eventually, well, I made arrangements with the Agricultural Development Bank, and I managed to take it over.
Okay.
And that's how it started. As I would say, it's a hobby that went overboard because I had not envisioned any such thing
of what it is now.
At that time.
Wow. So, and this is how many acres? I know it's over 200. How much exactly?
It's 240 acres.
240 acres of just, and I mean, it started off as a cocoa estate originally,
right?
It
used to be I would say, a thriving cocoa estate, producing well. But when I got it, well, for a number of years, the people they were just harvesting. They weren't maintaining anything. So I call it semi-abandoned.
Okay.
So I got it in that condition. And, well, there weren't any good roads. You could manage to get in with a Land Rover. But to give you a good example, I started building a greenhouse. And all the parts for the greenhouse, they had to walk in about 200 meters from the road, walk in with the material.
Oh, boy.
We couldn't get a truck to come in.
Not even a truck?
Not a truck. A truck couldn't come in on the road at that time. So we had to
well, thankfully, there have been many advancements since then, so it's okay if you don't have a 4x4. Don't let that stop you. You can still come down here, right? So at what point in time did you start planting? Well, yes, let us know the history of these exotic fruits that you have there. Now, I am very excited to get into it because, like, again, some of them I know, some of them all new to me. This one is looking like a noonie. I don't know, but without the spikes.
No,
It's just giving me that
is
sort
the
of
dragon
vibe.
fruit.
This is a dragon fruit too?
That's a yellow dragon fruit.
Oh, but it's so different from the traditional
Yes, right.
dragon fruit that we know. So tell us about the
Okay,
history
well,
behind
since you're on
bringing in
dragon
some of
fruit,
these
we
fruits.
can start with this.
We can start with this one. All right, okay.
Well, dragon fruit in what you call it, in general.
Right.
I mean, this wasn't a fruit more than about 30 years ago. People hardly knew it. But actually, we had different species of a red dragon fruit growing in Trinidad for years.
Oh, wow.
And it produced good fruit as well.
Mm-hmm.
And even, I don't know about the yellow ones, but a lot of those that grow wild on cement trays, they do
Right.
produce some type of dragon fruit. I haven't had the chance to sample
check
any
it
of
out.
those yet.
Okay.
But the red one and the yellow one, they differ slightly in that
Not just in looks. Let me
the
just
yellow
show you guys
one-
the difference. So it's smaller.
this is covered in thorns when it's green. And only when it's ripe, you can remove them. You take a brush
Oh,
and remove
and
the
remove
thorn.
the-
Otherwise, you can't handle it at all.
Wow. So coming out of this is
Yes,
thorns.
yes, it's all over. Very, very fine
Wow.
thorns that stick you very, very easily.
Okay. And then, well, this one is the traditional one, which we all know. In terms of flavor, now, let me be real. Dragon fruit ain't have much flavor. At the very least, if you get a good one, it's still semi-sweet. The beauty of it is
Yes.
really in its color. But I've never had this one before. What is like the flavor profile? Is it still...
Well, you can let
We
you
could try
sample it
and
right
see.
now.
Yes, please. And did you bring these which country did you bring?
No, I cannot claim that I brought it into Trinidad. Someone
Okay.
else brought it.
Okay, gotcha.
But I think I probably was one of the first to try to grow it in a quantity.
In a large quantity, okay. Oh,
I'll cut this into quarters for you to easy manipulate it.
yeah. Let me just show them. So see, it's very translucent
Yeah.
on the inside, possibly even more translucent than the red one, which we are accustomed to. The seeds also look a little bigger than the red one. Smell, not much of a smell.
Go ahead and try it. Go ahead
Yeah.
and try it. Just- It's a little sweeter.
Yeah, a little
coming
sweeter.
out.
It's a lot sweeter. It is a lot sweeter. Wow. Listen, Ole, I had no expectations for this dragon fruit, and none. But so this yellow,
Yes, you like that one.
it's nice. It's really nice. Okay. Right. So
Okay.
we did the yellow dragon fruit.
Yes.
The red one. This one is white on the inside. Is
Yes.
it or is it pink or
Some
fuchsia?
Some of them are red inside.
Right,
dark
okay,
red.
but we wouldn't know. Is there a way to know if it's going to be white or red on the inside from the outside?
Some people can tell, but at the moment, I depend on my manager.
oh,
but
to let you
unfortunately,
know.
I don't think we have any red ones
Red
here.
ones, okay.
Let me just check this one. This one looks a bit funny.
Okay. Let's see. It's red?
No.
Oh,
It's white inside.
It's white. It's white inside, yeah? I mean, the beauty of the dragon fruit is really in the color, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, so...
Okay, so we can put it back here.
Back. So these are the... This
is the dwarf
The
Pommecythere.
dwarf Pommecythere.
Some people have told me that they have used it a lot because one guy used to pickle it and send it to New York, and he was
Pickled
able to send
Pommecythere.
his children to school off of the earnings of this dwarf Pommecythere. So I think people in Trinidad haven't really exploited it enough.
Right. Well, you just said pickle. I never thought of pickling a Pommecythere before. That is definitely something that we're
Yeah,
going to
they
try.
make
We might
some-
actually try it
some
on the
kind of
channel, so
pickle.
stay tuned for that. Pickle Pommecythere, that will be that will definitely be a vibe. All right, so this is Pommecythere here. I'm familiar with
They're
Pommecythere.
large Pommecytheres,
Right.
right.
This one,
This one is here. It's called pond apple. Actually,
pond apple.
I have never really tasted it, so you're a good person.
So
to
both
try.
of us are doing a taste test. First time taste test. So this is a palm apple.
Pond apple. It's
Pond.
related. It's related to sugar apple. Nothing much.
Nothing much at all.
Actually,
It's actually a little salty, Slightly sour.
Yes, but it's not much taste, and I never really considered it.
It fooled me
was-
because the scent, the smell of it, it smells very perfumey, almost very floral. That's what we're
Yeah,
looking for. It smells very floral, but
But I don't consider it a really good fruit, although some people, they've been growing it, and I don't really know why, because I do not really care for it, but it's, right now,
a no for me.
It's in fruit right now, so, so we have it.
Not bad, but we tried. And it's
Yes.
pond apple.
Yes.
Pond apple. Okay. Now this one looks very interesting. It looks like an acorn. Well, the shape of it almost. So talk to us about what this fruit is.
This is the South American Sapote. It's quite unlike what they call Mammy Sapote or Mammy apple. Inside it's more like a mango.
Like a mango. Okay.
It's more like a mango.
And is it now? It's feeling. How do we know if it's ripe or?
Well,
because it's feeling very firm.
Once you get to know the trees, some will be small ones like this,
Right.
and others will be large ones. So once they get to a certain size,
Then you kind of know.
you know this is ready. Although
Okay.
this is small, very small,
Okay.
we'll try it and see.
Okay. So I guess we know the ripeness of it based on the size and not so much the feel.
See, so it's
Okay.
quite red inside. Well, not red, but orange.
Sort of orange. Looks like giving me kind of like a little bit like a cantaloupe kind of thing.
Now, if you look carefully, it's not very noticeable from outside, but you have this thing looking like petals in a flower.
Yes, I'm kind of seeing the
Yes,
different.
yes,
Yes, I'm seeing
you know
that.
these little indentations. And if you cut in between each one of these, in each one there is a seed. And you have to cut in between to get away from the seed.
Oh, from cutting into the seed.
So by
okay.
cutting it like this.
Okay. So you're actually cutting out these segments.
So, okay, you could try that one.
Okay. See, it's very fibrous.
You could just bite into it from the middle.
Yeah, from the middle.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's sweet, not overly sweet. Very, very reminiscent of a mango, like when you're sucking a
Yes,
mango
it's
seed.
more like a mango, not like any mammy apple, which a lot of people sort of
It almost is the color like of the inside of a pumpkin. That's what some of the
the other local name in some of the countries, I only know it's South American, but I mentioned to you before, they call it chupa chupa.
chupa. Okay.
And some people in Trinidad know it as chupa chupa, but I always use the South American.
Okay.
And we first collected these seeds from Peru way back in 1985.
Oh, wow.
At that time, I sort of made arrangements with the Ministry of Agriculture that I was going down to the Amazon area, Brazil and Peru, and I would bring back seeds.
Right.
And they told me just bring it back and we'll all have a look at it and see.
Before,
And,
okay, right. Yeah, to
well,
get
I
that
gave them
clearance.
half and I kept half.
And you kept half. Okay.
So this is one of them.
Oh,
that
this
we've
is
had
one of
tree
them.
since 1985.
Oh, wow. That is the beauty of farming and growing. You plant a seed, you watch it grow. There's just a wonderful cycle. So I think we probably get maybe about 5 per
Yes,
fruit.
the average is 5 seeds.
It's about 5 seeds,
in
okay.
it. And some of them are quite large, actually.
Right.
And it really is extremely popular in most of the South American countries like Ecuador and Peru.
And Peru.
Ecuador and Peru.
So you'll need to try
And
this.
Brazil.
Sapote.
Sapote.
Okay, great. So moving on. All right, let's try
This is a Rollinia.
Or
It
Rollinia.
looks a lot like what they call Kashima in Trinidad.
Kashima. Well, this was actually giving me a slight sugar apple vibe with how the outside looked, like
Yes.
the sort of overlapping scales. But so this is how it starts off, and I guess when it comes to
No,
maturity.
in this you have many varieties.
Ah,
And
okay.
they look different. They come in sizes and all different kinds of things like that, you know?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All looking a little different.
Rollinia.
Deliciosa.
Oh God, all these scientific names, but I guess that's the only way that we can differentiate, right? Rollinia, deliciosa.
Deliciosa.
Oh, deliciosa. Well, then it should be delicious, right?
Yes, right.
All right, so let's try this. Let us try this, please. Oh, okay. So it resembles soursop. The flesh is also very translucent, as you can see, white, opaque, but still sort of translucent. Smell mild. It's giving me almost a kind of a herby smell, like slight herby. I don't know. Let me taste.
But it's very delicious. It's better than what we call cashmere. You have a lot of varieties in cashmere that look like varying from what looks exactly like a sugar apple to these spiky ones. But I have never really tasted a good cashmere. So when I came across these, I was very happy to bring these back. And again, the first set of seeds I got was from Peru in '85. That's when I brought it in.
Because again, the seeds, they come off easily. The flesh is very custardy, very soft. It's sweet, not super, super sweet, but I can't go with the texture. Such a great mouthfeel. Slightly lemony, citrusy, and I don't know why it's given me a slightly herby, like maybe if I were to ascribe it to an herb, I'd say it giving me a slight rosemary hint. So like rosemary, lemony sort of. It's also very refreshing. This, if you put this like in the fridge and then you take it out,
yeah, it would be good.
Ooh.
It's good. A lot of things.
Rollinia, definitely a first time, but not going to be a last, I can tell you that. This one, what is this one? It looks sort of a
Santol.
Santol, okay.
And it's very popular.
Outside, it has some
in the
ridges.
Philippines.
In the Philippines?
Yes.
Okay, so did you get it?
Well,
did you bring it from the Philippines?
From Southeast Asia. This actually one came from Thailand.
Oh, this came from Thailand as well.
But the Filipinos would know it right away, and they love it.
Wow. Okay, well, let's see why they love it. Let's see why they love it.
You know, sometimes what they do is...
It's actually giving me a slight kind of peach
they tend
vibes.
to soften it up a lot, like how you would, like a sugar apple, but it doesn't matter to me, actually. We'll just do a little bit like it, but you can see.
Right. Okay.
I find it's much like eating cocoa.
Okay.
Okay.
Eaten cocoa already, quite a few times. The outside of the skin it reminds me a little bit like of a peach, but not as much fuzz. Oh, that's unexpected. So what are we eating here, Mr. Man? We're eating So all of this is not edible, would you say?
Well,
I mean, you can use it, but...
I haven't tried to taste it yet, you know.
Okay.
But here, you can taste this one and see.
It is... Well, first to begin, the flesh, you could see it's sort of, fluffy.
Yes,
fuzzy.
It's sort of fluffy. It's not too easy to come off the seed.
It's not.
But
it's nice. It's tart, a little sweet. I love bananas on the whole. If you eat a frozen banana, it doesn't actually get hard like ice, but it almost feels like a sorbet. So let's see. Very sweet. Almost silky.
yes, well, it's almost the same shape and size as like a silk fig.
Right.
But it's not quite the same taste.
No. I'm actually getting a little bit more starchiness in this one too.
Yes, it's heavier. So I think silk has the edge on this. For people who like different bananas, may have the edge. Again, it's a matter of personal taste.
Choice. I think I will give this the edge over silk. Only because it's bigger.
Uh-huh.
Good. Good. The
Or
carambolas
five
or
finger.
five finger.
This one in Trinidad before, um, well, I would say before I came on the scene, it was always very acid.
Okay.
But in the early 80s or around the middle 80s, I went to Taiwan and, well, you know, exploring fruits, and I found there were sweet ones. So I went into the wholesale market and we bought, well, a big bag, which was about 44 pounds.
Wow. Okay.
And,
And
well, we tried, I had my whole family, my sister and her husband, and we all were testing this one. Each one we had to cut open and bite and taste it. And we saved the seeds. And, well, out of these seeds, well, we planted and we managed to get 200 trees. Let me take the seed out for you.
sure.
200 trees. And out of those 200 trees, when we did some testing, I had a friend from the States who was a guy who was very much into fruits.
Right.
And they tried out each tree. At that time, all of them were in bloom, or not in bloom, but fruit. And they selected only 3 plants out of it that bore good, nice fruit that
As in
worthwhile
what was sweet?
propagating out of it.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
sweet. And out of those trees, well, we grafted nearly all of the trees in Trinidad now are from those trees.
So are you saying, Mr. Manhin, that you single-handedly, well, along with you and your family, brought sweet five finger to Trinidad and Tobago?
You could say so.
Hello, we saying so. Did you know that? Wow, well, I didn't, I mean, for as long as I know myself, five finger has always been tart, that little edge on the teeth, but it has always been sweet. I have never known five finger to not be sweet.
Okay, but it was terribly acid. You could.
Well, can you eat
the very brave who would eat a sour five finger.
Also very refreshing. Of course, you know, you can make a little wine with your five finger. My neighbor used to make wine.
Yeah, yes.
I didn't drink any
pretty
because I was
good
too
wine.
young. Lovely.
As we go
You
around.
can't go wrong with a five finger. Well, so
This is a Shaddock. Now,
Shaddock, okay.
now
Related
this-
to grapefruit?
Well, it's a citrus. All citrus are related.
Okay, yes.
But the thing about it is that this is a very small Shaddock.
This is a small Shaddock. So how big
Yes,
do they get?
normally they would get be like, we've had some like almost like a breadfruit,
Wow, that is big.
the size of a breadfruit. But the thing about Shaddock, most of them are very nice and sweet, and the texture is a little different to a grapefruit. A grapefruit is very, very juicy, but not that these are not juicy, but
I think I had Shaddock once before. Oh, and the Shaddock I had was sort of reddish on the inside.
well, again, you have different varieties.
Varieties, okay.
Some are red and some are white.
Oh, wow. Ooh. Mmm. Sweet?
Yeah, it's not like grapefruit at all.
No, it's not. Very fresh. And this will be another one that will be great cold.
It will be it's really very nice in fruit salads.
Shaddock.
Or the other name for it, away they call it Pomello.
Pomello.
Yeah.
When you're pegging a putty gal and you kind of,
Right.
right? This is a piece of my childhood here. This is what I was trying to do. Yeah. So back to the rambutan. How many trees would you say you have planted on the estate right now?
Originally, I had imported 1,000 seeds. What we planted out, we still have a lot of those trees growing.
Okay.
That is way back about 1984.
1984.
Because right after I got
these
the
fruit
estate,
trees clocking. They're clocking in age. Almost as old as me. Wow. And it's related to lychee, right?
lychees and longans.
And longan. Rambutan, even though it looks
Hairy.
very prickly and hairy, but it's not, it's harmless. That's what it looks like. Flesh is also kind of translucent. Rambutan is only something that I started eating probably within the last, very recent, last maybe couple years. So sweet. So sweet. Does this bear all year round or is it seasonal?
No, the season is around now from about August, September.
Okay.
July, August, September. It may go on a little bit next month.
Very similar to the lychee, but I think the flesh is a little bit firmer. Incredibly sweet. This would be great in desserts. Or maybe you're taking it on and you probably make like a nice sorbet because it still has a sort of a cooling effect. Right, so let's go to this is the Longan, which are these here.
Yes. Again, we have a lot of trees that we grow from seeds,
So what's the process? Just bite into it?
Yes, you could just bite into it, like a chenet.
Like a chenet, okay, cool. Like a chenet, people.
Like a chenet.
Okay. All right.
Again, it's very sweet. Not as much meat as a rambutan, but very sweet.
Yeah, but very, 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 very fulfilling. Not as much flesh, but
again, they vary. Some of them have much more flesh
than others.
If you got those away at the moment, that variety that they grow commercially away, it's much more fleshy than this one. But we have variation in this one, which we do get some with a lot of flesh.
Flesh on it.
But because we grew a lot of these from seeds, we have a lot of variations in the type of fruit.
Okay. The seed is very smooth. The flesh comes out easily. It's sweet, similar taste to the rambutan, but gets a little bit different. Very floral. I like it, Longan.
Yes, Longan.
Longan.
But they compare it a lot with lychee all the time.
Yes, yeah. It has that sort of flavor profile. Right, okay, so, this is the Governor Plum.
Governor Plum, which I
haven't
think
had
you know
Governor
that.
Plum
and
for a long
these are
time.
especially nice because some of them are quite large. 4 Governor Plums.
Yeah. Inside is like very soft.
Usually, you squeeze it, make a hole and squeeze it in their mouth. That's how a lot of people eat it that way. But some people eat it, the whole thing, they just pop it into their mouth and chew it up. And, either way, it just depends how you prefer
how
to
you
eat
prefer it. The seeds are very small, so you could eat the seeds. If you heard me crunching,
both ways.
It was the seeds I was crunching on.
Yeah.
That's Governor Plum. All right. Now, what is...
This is called Duku.
Duku? How you spell it?
D-U-K-U.
D-U-K-U.
It's related I would say very, very closely. It has the same Latin name as another fruit they call langsat. And the Filipinos know it as lanzones.
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 Mr. Manhin, I believe you are an exotic fruit walking dictionary. Because trust me, I've forgotten all of these names already. So this is what it looks like. Okay, so it's okay, let me try and take it out.
People tell me it has a hint of grapefruit in it. So if you can taste it, you find there's a hint of grapefruit flavor.
Let me see.
Just a hint of grapefruit flavor.
No, it's definitely there. Oh.
It's a very nice fruit.
It is.
Because the other one that's related to it, the lanzone, is it's very juicy. The fruits are about the same size, but it's very juicy too and very, very nice.
Notice it's very smooth when you take it out from the casing. It actually also has segments in the casing, probably about maybe 6, 7 or 8 segments. A really concentrated flavor. Nice. Very, very similar to grapefruit.
This is Canistel. In the United States, it's called egg fruit. Because
egg fruit. I've heard the term egg fruit before.
Inside of it is like a hard-boiled egg yolk. Hard-boiled egg yolk.
Well, you'll see the seed. The flesh
usually
is
very sweet, you
very
know.
soft. The smell is not it's not the best smell. I mean, it doesn't taste, it doesn't smell bad. It just, you know, let me try it.
You can easily get used to it because I didn't like it at first, but now I would be happy to sit
You
down and
say
eat half of it.
easily get used to it.
Yes, you have to
Okay,
get used to it. I didn't like it at all at first. I could only
Yeah, it
eat a
has-
little piece,
Yeah,
but
it's
afterwards,
let me try and it's clear.
it's very rich, you know. You can taste it's very, very,
Very
rich and
rich.
sweet.
The flesh is custardy, like moussey almost. It given me like a kind of creamy. It has a creamy sort of aftertaste.
Yeah.
I'm too sure. Yum yum yum. I'm too sure how I'm feeling about this one. It's not bad, but I think it's the aftertaste that is throwing me off. It does have a kind of aftertaste.
Again, it takes a little to get used to it, but afterwards, I like it a lot now.
How many ate to get used to it, Mr. Manhin? How many?
Maybe 3 or 4 or 5 years. Whenever it came to see, I'll try a little.
And what's the
piece.
name of it again?
Canistel.
Canistel or egg fruit. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence on the egg fruit right now. But it was definitely worth trying. Texture-wise, it's spot on, like a custard. Flavor-wise, I don't know. All right, so where are we now?
We're
What
running
else do
out
we
of
have to
fruit
try?
now. We have
Well, we have Peewah. Well, first begin, I've never seen Peewah that size. It's
No.
big. Very, very big. Mom loves Peewah. Not so much of a fan, but she loves Peewah. I mean, the only thing about Peewah that I like is the nut. Because
Yeah,
when you crack
yeah.
the nut and it's coconutty, right?
Yeah, yes. I can
Yeah,
do
the
coconut,
nut is like kind of coconutty. Not, it's hard.
but,
It's not like jelly on the inside, but it's yeah. Peewah.
Well, we brought these large ones. I'd gotten a little bit from this the first time when I went to Brazil in '85. I
Okay.
brought back a few large ones, but in 1997, IICA, acre, they sponsored a trip for me to go to, especially for Peewah in Costa Rica. And I
Okay.
brought back a lot of seeds from Costa Rica.
Okay, so if you're having large Peewah, you know it
Around.
originated from the La Vega Estate. All right, so this one we have here, it looks like give me like a tomato kind of shape.
This is a giant black sapote. Sometimes they come much larger than that.
Okay.
Now, the regular black sapote is small. It's
These are the two that we have.
It's a lot smaller. But the flavor is more or less the same.
Okay, and black, is it black on the
Inside
inside?
is like chocolate mousse. It's almost like a black. It's not a very enticing fruit to look at inside. But
Okay.
once people taste it, some people, they love it.
Do you love it?
Yes, I like it because, again, it takes a little used to eating it. At first, I found it was too bland. But after you eat it a little while, you find it's
You got
very,
the flavor
it's
after.
very good.
So can we cut into it now or no, it's not ready?
It's a bit far from ready. It's still very green.
Oh, so it actually
As
turns
it-
black
Gets ripe, it gets a dark brown skin.
or dark brown? Okay, okay.
You know, for years we had the smaller ones. I didn't check to see if we had any small ones now, but we always had the small ones growing right in the front of, near to the garden center in front. And they used to bear a lot of fruit, and they used to be falling on the ground. And
Okay.
I asked the staff, I said, why don't we put them up to sell? And since then, we never have enough to sell.
Wow. Okay.
They always, people just love it. As many as we can get, we would sell.
I don't know. Okay, I am feeling. I don't know how to if to feel shame or enlightened at the same time, because I have only known. Okay, how many varieties of fruits we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, let's say roughly we have probably about 13 fruits here. I know less than half. So this has been a very enlightening and fruitful day, fruitful morning. Mr. Manhin, thank you so much. And what about this? This is the
Oh, yes,
Loofah.
this is Loofah.
Right.
When it's young, the local name for this is jingy. And you can
Jingy,
get them in
okay.
different shapes, and it's a very nice vegetable to eat when it's young. You could either stir fry it by itself or put it in soup.
Interesting.
But this has a multi-purpose thing from, cleaning in the kitchen,
Yeah, and even
washing your
bathing with
wrist,
it.
washing your skin in your bathroom and whatnot.
My grandmother used to sell these in the market years ago, so that's how I know it. I've never seen one this big before, though. I've just usually seen these smaller size. So we're going to take a little tour of the Jicana cabin. Oh, wow. This is cabin vibes here. This is cabin vibes. Okay, and this is what, like a little loft?
Yes.
I didn't...
You have three mattresses up there.
Well, yeah. Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, wow. Kids up. Okay, it's very warm though, but there is a AC unit on both sides. There's one there, there's one here. There are three mattresses, so like for 3 kids. This is lovely. This is so nice. Patio sort of vibe. Overlooking. Oh, the seat hot. Obviously, the seat is hot. So
Okay.
I'll stand for a little bit. I'll stand. So behind it, there's a campsite, a little campfire vibes. I think below there was a grill,
Yes.
like barbecue pit, outdoor barbecue pit.
The national flower.
The Chiconia.
Yes.
And we're very thankful that there's one in bloom right now. The others have dried off, but there's one in bloom. You get a really, really lovely view of the landscape. It is so nice. It is so calming. It is so relaxing. I did not know that La Vega had cabins available for rent, but I'm happy I know now, and I'm sure you are too. So be sure to check them out. I'm sure you could check out their Facebook pages, their Instagram pages. You could give them a call. You'll find out all the information. But it is definitely is a must place to visit. I must say so. Mr. Manning, thank you. Thank you very much.
My pleasure all the way.
It's hotter, only it's hot. I mean, this is, you can't get away from that. But to be here right now I'm so grateful for this experience, for the things that I've learned, for the time away from just work and just coming here and just relaxing. And this is what you want. When you want a home away from home, or you just want to get away from the busyness of life, this is what you will want to come to. Here is where you will want to come to. La Vega Estate, situated in central Trinidad. Everywhere in Trinidad is close, so no, it's not too far. It's not too far. Come down. If you're watching from the diaspora, or watching from wherever, from Switzerland, from England, wherever, you all need to come. Visit Trinidad, people.
You know, if you drew two lines, one from Toco to Cedrus and the other one from Galeota right up to Chagaramas, La Vega is almost dead center of the island. Almost dead center, La Vega.
Okay. Wow, that's a fun fact. Did you know that La Vega is almost dead center of the island of Trinidad? So we're actually in the, well, I don't want to say center of the earth, but we're in the center of Trinidad. So that's good to know. That is good to know. On 200 plus acres of land of just lush vegetation, greens, tropical trees, exotic fruits, everything that you could name, it's almost like Eden. Almost like Eden. Yeah? So visit Trinidad and visit La Vega Estate.
Good.